Alright, I'm glad you guys made it all back for group this week. And last time we ended by talking about some of the goals we were going to set for the week and do outside of group and talk about how they went. So does anybody want to start with that?
Well, I know my main goal was to try to get past this girl that I can't be with, and my little short term to get there was to see other people. And I went on this date, and things were great. Like, I had a really good time, and I think she had a great time too. And then our company had a company outing, and I invited her to come along. And I was having an alright time, and then I started hanging out with the girl from work, and eventually towards the end of the night I broke it off with this new girl I'm seeing, and I straight told her I was in love with someone else and that this was over. So I guess I was working towards my goal, but then kind of blew up. I'm in love with this girl, and I can't see myself with someone else, so it makes it hard for me to move on.
But you did take the next step and
I
try to date someone.
I tried, and I failed, I guess.
It's okay to fail though. I mean, you tried something new and it didn't work out, so maybe it just wasn't the right person, or maybe you just need to try it again or take some time.
Yeah, because I just need to keep trying. Eventually someone, I hope, will help me move past. I need to help myself.
Well, you're here and you're taking risk, and that's all you can do right now. Anybody else want to share what they did this last week?
Well, I've decided to, maybe work towards me being an architect instead of moving into a relationship right now. I mean, I was left at the altar. I need more time to recover, because that's just going to be too much of a burden to place on another person right now when I'm not quite over that myself right now. And I think, trying to accomplish my dream of being, building a huge building, I just think it's that time that I need to focus on that, and then if something comes along the way, I gladly accept it. I didn't have a chance with the steps, and when it comes that time, I'll try to get there. Right now, I'll work my career.
Okay, so your original goal was to kind of move forward from past relationships and be patient in the future relationships and kind of regulate your feelings. And now you're saying that kind of didn't work out, so you want to focus on your career and then get there when you're ready.
Well, I think by the time that I focus on my career, I'm going to be forgetting a lot about what has happened, and I'll be able to start anew once I feel like I've accomplished something with my career.
I think that's a really good way to move forward, instead of putting so much of your time and putting so much of your focus into making a relationship work, and maybe not going how you wanted to, kind of reroute your energy into really moving your life forward, and then maybe everything else will fall together.
That's good advice. Well, it sounds like you've done a lot of thinking over the last week, and it seems like you arrived at something that you can really work with. What about you, Brock? What do you think of that? Because your situation's a little similar, that you're trying to move on from this girl.
I think that it's great that you've got something else that's going to motivate you to try to move on to. I wish there was some way I can do that. I mean, this girl I'm hung up on, I have to see every single day, and maybe I need to kind of follow you, and maybe, like you said, follow the career. Maybe I can get something at at one of our other branches or something. I mean, 'cause I've been doing really good work, and I've been talking about promotions around there. Maybe I can try to do something to distance myself from this girl that I can't get off of my mind.
I think that's really the only way truly move away from somebody is if you just don't see them. People that say that they're friends right after they date, I don't understand how they do that. This guy that I dated for, years, he ended up moving to Europe for work. So he's completely gone. I mean, he calls, but I'm getting to the point where I need him to not call me or talk to me or anything, because there's no way that I'm ever really going to be able to move forward. And I'm sure it's the same thing with you. I mean, the only way that you're going to be able to really see anybody else is if that's all you're seeing.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I feel like, because I mean, how can you get away from, or get off of that feeling to try to pursue something else if it's always constantly.
It sometimes has to be really drastic, but I think for your own state of mind and your heart, you have to do it.
What do you think about that? I mean, you work with this woman, is that right?
Yeah.
So what are
We
your
work for
options?
like 5 or 6 feet apart. I mean, it's either, try to maybe get a job elsewhere or quit. I mean, they've got a few other branches that I can move to. I mean, I'm gonna have to move out of state. I mean, it's a big decision, but if that's gonna help me move past this, maybe that's what's best.
Do you have any reservations or fears that go along with moving out of state?
I've been in this town my whole life, so I just pick up and leave. Like my family, my friends, everything. I mean, I think the closest branch is a couple hours away, so it's not like something I could just after work go see my friends or my family. I mean, it's a total lifestyle change.
So what do you guys have to say about that? I mean, it's a big lifestyle change. Do you think it would be a positive one or a negative one in his case?
I mean, I think that's something you have to weigh out. Should you stay in the area or move away?
You said the closest one was 2 hours away?
Yeah, it's like an hour, 2 hours, something like that. I mean, I really like the company. I've got a good salary, benefits are good. I just don't foresee getting some kind of same thing somewhere else in the same area. I mean, not this economy right now. It's not
Say if you were able to do that though, how would you feel about that?
If I was able to get a job.
If you knew
around
that you
here.
were able to get that other job and kind of get away from everything, from seeing this girl every day, do you think that would be a positive thing, or do you think it would be negative?
I can see that being positive for me, but at the same time, it's something I really want to do. I mean,
Something to think about.
yikes.
But we're just here to weigh out our options and see what might help us in our journey and our goals. Anthony, you're being really quiet. Do you have anything to say to Brock about what he's going through?
I don't really know how to help him, but it just kind of makes me think about my own situation.
How can you relate to that with your situation?
I work with the police force, and so I see a lot of disturbing things. So I think throughout my life, that's just kind of made me who I am. How I can't, I pretty much drop my feelings because just seeing what I see, and just pretty much have to have no emotion in order to feel those things. Hearing their stories, watching kids, maybe I should try to think of a different job I should get or something, but see if that would help, but I'm not really that sure.
Do you like what you do? Do you like working with